なんだか楽しそうなところみたいだし。どう？私を雇ってくれる？
お名前は？
ミレイユ。
ファムさんの紹介とはいえ、本当にこの人が。まずは一応見てみるか。これは化け物だ!
So once again, we have Aristocrat, and this week was all set up to introduce Miriel, which is a drunk lady who was originally like a, how do you call it? She worked for the king before, the emperor dude who died, and he had his 2 sons, and that's where we're at right now with the story. She worked directly for the father or the emperor or the king or whatever the hell he was, and she's extremely talented, and one of the brothers wants to get her on her side, but she's a drunk, you know, and that poses a lot of different things. Now, I've been a big fan of this show for the most part throughout the whole season. I would say that if we were to sum up, I would say this show's about a 7 out of 10. You could say it's a strong 6, but I say it's about a 7 out of 10 overall. Now, some episodes are better than the others. You know, it just is what it is. But as we get deeper into this show, I continue to be frustrated with Ars as a character. And I'm going to talk about that in 2 seconds. But the one thing I did want to make sure that I conveyed was that this episode was all about introducing Miriel. Now, my problem with that is there's only 12 episodes this season. So Aristocrat, or Reincarnated Aristocrat, only is scheduled for 12 episodes. So we only have 2 episodes left, 11 and 12, and that's it. So I always have a big issue with shows introducing characters that are seemingly big players, or that we're supposed to care or they're supposed to matter within the last stretch of the show. Now, I get that might be where she's introduced in the story or whatever, but like then that means you need more episodes, or you need to be cleared for a season 2 or a core 2. If those things haven't happened, even if it's part of the source, you get to the freaking writing room and you get some OG original material in there, so that way we extend it beyond. And if you get cleared for a core 2, if you get funding for a season 2, then you start the next season with introducing Miriel and introducing some of these complex plot lines. There's no sense in introducing something like complexities or more story when the story's about to end. And with shows like Reincarnated Aristocrat that may seemingly exist just to push the LN or the manga, like, it may never get cleared for another season. So that's where my problem is with the show, is we spent 22 minutes just introducing this one character. And the way we got there, I will tell you straight up, this episode was boring. Like, it was fine. Like, it had Ars go to the event. It had him meet the other brother or whatever. You know, it had him get his flowers. You had him get some credit there. And then it had him next, you know, going like, I need to go find and get more retainers and get more talented people. He went to Fam. Fam's like, I got you, bro. And then he introduces him to Miriel, which he had already bumped into in the streets and stuff. So that's all that happened this episode. Nothing else happened. And well, also at the beginning of the episode, our mage girl, she was getting ready, for something. And then we get the preview for next episode. Next episode looks like it'll be more fun because it'll have Miriel be part of the group, and she's gonna be doing her antics, and Ars's fiance is gonna come back into the mix, and of course he gets another girl retainer, so that's a whole nother thing too. So it seems like next week will be fun, but like this week was just kind of like, for me, I have to be 100% honest. Now, I did talk a couple minutes earlier of how I'm continually frustrated with Ars, and I know a lot of you in the comments have told me, like, hey, he's in a child body, and that affects everything, And for me, I just don't buy it. Like, this dude is a grown-ass man. He's in the body of a kid, and I get at some point you have to kind of utilize that to your advantage and stuff, but this is a grown-ass man. And he continually gets perplexed and gets blindsided, and he continually has these childish traits, which in some moments for the story helps him. But I'm continually just frustrated with him as a character because it's like, he gets so dumbfounded by everything that's going on, and it's like, you're a grown man, you know what I mean? Like, but you're a grown-ass man, and I get it. I get it, you know? It changes, you know, the way your brain works and the way you... But you're a grown man, and for as many shows that have a reincarnated character being depicted and influenced by their childish brain, you have as many, if not more, depicting it the opposite of that. So we can't even say definitively, because I keep saying AB, but it's all fiction, so it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? So nobody knows how you would react or anything, right? It's just, you have these conflicting storytellers who, one will tell it that, you know, they were aware from the day that they were born, and they're like, gotta suck on mama's titty, no, you know, and you have the other ones who are like, goo goo gaga, you know what I mean? So it's like we don't really know, but you have these two that depict reincarnation very differently. But my continual frustration with him, and he's a bit older now, and he does have the memories, and he is an old ass man internally, but he continues to act like the way he acts always, and it's just not fun to watch for me personally. Again, these opinions are my own. These are just my personal feelings towards it. The other part with Ars that I've been having is his eye. So he has a discerning eye, and he has the ability to tell. He has the ability to tell abilities, and you know, in some cases, he has it on all the time, and he's like, sucks, ooh, and then in other cases, it's just off. Like, he meets this Marielle character, and it takes him like 10 minutes to just like, oh, click, click. Wow, she's awesome. Wow. You know, it takes him forever. It's like, dude, it's just so inconsistent. It's like, you have this eye. You should be like, every person that you see, you should be bop, 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 bop. At least for a quick second, like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. But he doesn't do that. And it's just so frustrating, because then at other moments, it depicts him doing that. But then when it matters, he doesn't do it until super late. Then he's like, I can't believe it. You know, it's just not good. It's just not good. So anyways, I didn't like this episode at all. This episode was a big old fart for me, 4 out of 10. But next week seems like it'll be better. I do like Muriel. I think that she will be a good character. She's just too little too late, maybe, because we're about to end the season. I enjoy Fam as a character. I like the dynamics that Fam brings to the table. And I did like meeting both of the princes, and kind of seeing their differentiation as yin and yang. One's dark, one's light. I really wish an anime would go, and instead of going light, I wish they would go evil. You know, that'd be nice to see. But anyways, I'll leave it there. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I am fully prepared to be ran through in the comments for my crazy opinion this week. But they are what they are, and I'm real, and that's what it is. And you can't always be fluffy and positive. Sometimes you just gotta be real. So let me know what you guys think about my opinions in the comments below. Let me know your own. All right, I'll see you there. Peace out, my friends.